Three. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Amazing Individuals. On today's episode, I am joined by David Hentz, who, along with myself, is a ComEd Energy Force ambassador. The ComEd Energy Force program is a program that hires people with disabilities to teach the public how to save energy and money. Hi, David. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. So
Good.
before we get started, could you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is David Hintz, and I'm an artist. I've been working at Project on Work for like 7 years now. I've been there as a disabled artist, and what I do is I'll make art and I'll sell it through Project Onward. And they have a studio I work out of, and they sell my work, and I get half of the proceeds. The other half goes back to run the studio.
Oh, that sounds.
I've been drawing since about 10 or so. My mother taught me and my brother and sisters how to draw and paint and stuff. And she would always be, even up until her 60s and 70s, she would always make art. And her thing was doing collages. She was very good at it. And my work lately has been cartoon like, and also I've done a few paintings.
Oh, that's nice. And some of your paintings have gone to the, if I remember correctly, been in like where the Obama, foundation is, correct?
Right,
Yeah.
right. They sent it to the offices in Washington, and so I was really happy about that. And I'm hoping they bring it back to put it in the Obama library. I'm hoping they do.
Well, hopefully, hopefully. So, well, thanks for a little bit of background, David. We appreciate it. So, today, David and I will be giving you a few tips on how to save energy. But before we do that, I would love for you to talk about the comic book that you are coming out with or working on with ComEd.
Yes.
Um, so could you give us kind of like an overview of what that's going to be like and what it looks like?
It's going to be about a superhero whose goal in life is to save the planet, and he this is like a 6 page. The other pages are there at the studio. I don't know if you can see this very well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, we see one of the lead characters, who's like one of the villains. There's really no villains in the story, but she doesn't respect the Energy Star program. Her company makes appliances that eat up an inordinate amount of electricity, and the hero wants to save the environment, so he goes around doing good and telling people how to save. He even talks about me. I have him talking about me and my job coach in the first pages. And this is one of the villain going home, and she's thinking about how can she make money. So she took some time off and went home. And this is the lead character talking at the town hall meeting, explaining why he wants to save the environment. And this is what they call a character sheet. This is the villain. I have another one of the hero, but it's there at work. And this would have been done had it not been for the pandemic. But I'm still working on it, and it's still in process. But I do a lot of sketching. I My story is going to be about how people who don't have superpowers can still be heroes.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. So, and that's a neat idea. So, and especially since we can't do which we can't do in person, things right now. That's a cool idea to do something virtual like that. So,
Right.
so
And then it just goes to show you, in the same way that we can't be superheroes, still do good. You're still being a superhero yourself by having your program and showing people how to save on their electricity, you know,
Mhm.
and and we you still should bring an impact to the society and helping people to do better and save more.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So, well, thank you for sharing about your comic book. It sounds really great and really interesting, and I look forward to it when it comes out. So,
Thank you.
um, now we will give David and I will give you some tips on ways you can save energy. So, I don't know if you want to go first, David, or do you want me to? It doesn't
I'll
matter.
go first.
Okay.
Completely unplug your electronic devices. You'll save on energy because even though they may be off, they're still eating up electricity. So if you turn off your major appliances, it will help save you money, and also it'll keep you from using energy without knowing about it.
That's a great tip. Yeah, that is a great tip. So, another tip that I'd like to share is use your dryer sparingly. Your dryer can take up to 7 times more energy than your washer.
Mhm.
Do you want to go next?
Uh, in the summer, instead of using your air conditioner when it's not very hot, open your windows, get some fresh air.
Oh, that is a nice, that's a great tip. So, use Energy Star appliances. Going with your comic book, theme. So, I mean, they save a lot of energy. So,
They do. They do.
yeah.
Yeah. And then sometimes, depending on, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you can get kind of a rebate for some of the appliances.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Yes, you can. So, and you always have to remember also to keep your refrigerator between 35 and 38 degrees.
Hmm.
And you have
And
other tips?
and try not to touch when you have the air conditioner on. Try not to keep changing the thermostat. Keep it at an even temperature. That'll save you money.
Oh, that's a cool idea. So yeah, that's a neat idea. Also, it's very important to use LED bulbs. Those can save you tons of energy.
Yep.
So, so
And something that is not electric, well, I'm sorry, something that has nothing to do with electricity. Try not to take too many showers. You can save water if you don't if you take a bath rather than taking a shower.
oh, that's a great tip. That's a great tip, David. So, well, and for more ways to save energy, you can check out the ComEd Marketplace at comedmarketplace.com. So, I hope you've enjoyed the show today. Before we go, I would like to thank David for joining me today.
Thank you.
I know we've had to reschedule a couple of times, but now we're back on schedule, so that's a good thing.
All right.
And
It's been a
remember,
pleasure.
yeah, and remember to get your vaccine. And you were not just doing it for yourself, but you were doing it for everyone else.
Yes.
Before I end, I would just like to remind you that people with intellectual disabilities can achieve anything they want. They just might need some extra help. And David, again, thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.